giving an update, that's fine.
So I'm going to start with a little update on a group that is going to form, and that group is around identifying the necessities that some group, like, to give an example, Fridays for Future would have to go through in order to be able to create their own fund, their own impact fund. So the idea is leveraging communities leveraging their own community power in order to create a people's fund. The assumption is that many people would like to invest towards something meaningful, but they don't have the means, they don't know where, they don't know how. And one project will start exploring the why, how, and what of that. Florian Uthoff, who is going to lead this, is currently setting up the basics for that, and then we will start communicating it. So that's that as a first. Paulo, do you want to report from what's going on with MIMS?
Yes. Hello. For the memes group, right now we are trying to test these new set of like events, as we are interviewing people, especially in the impact investing world, and trying. The main objective, of course, is to trying to give a little bit of knowledge and see if this type of format is going to work and it can be successful. Then, of course, it can be replicated among like other people, maybe even other typology of other topics, and to engage with as many people as we can. So for the moment, this type of events, that the first one will be on Thursday with Peter Brock, and he will just talk about impact investing. Of course, Peter Brock is let's say is specialized in wealth management with families, and it will be interviewed by René. And so this is pretty much what we're trying to see, if this type of event, this type of format will be effective, and so can be also replicated also for other typology of topics, so we can get as many people as we can to know more this type of issues, this type of topics, and otherwise we will also focus on other type of format of online events, pretty much for the moment, that could be effective. And of course, there is also another objective, which I know for the moment is on hold, trying to collaborate with René, with his the Loom Impact, to give a platform to trying to gather through kind of artificial intelligence, like all the information regarding impact investors, and so give to the people a platform where they can get information, and also companies that they can reach out and see examples and all type of informations. But this is still on hold because it's gonna take a little bit more time regarding this type of platform that we're going to use. So this is so far what has been achieved. Say. Or
there's a backlog of about 10-15 people for those conversations that René is going to have.
Sorry?
Is that correct? There's a backlog of 10-15 people for René.
Exactly. For the moment, we are aiming like to do at least, I mean, we now with Peter, and then like at least one or twice per month. But of course, we have a long list of people that I think they have a great knowledge, and they for sure I think they're worth it to listen if someone is interested. Yes, at least 15, and if we can add more, we're trying to do that as well.
And the goal is to help people understand better how to do impact investing,
Exactly.
why to do impact investing, from the perspective of accomplished practitioners in the field.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this type of format, let's say, as I said before, I think it would be great if, of course, can be replicated, just not for impact investing, I would say. But of course, this is the main focus for the moment.
Okay.
Um,
I'd like to pick up for a little update on the impact measurement group. I had a call with Lichi this morning, who's working closely with Julia, who's leading that effort. Their plan is to do, based on a series of conversations of high-level practitioners that are active in impact funds, asking specific questions about how they measure impact, create a applicable or a compendium of knowledge of how to do that that can be used by others. And the process is that around that central circle, there are other circles of people listening to those conversations, making sense of them, extracting the information, putting it into written and graphic form for people to easily understand it. The whole project plan is set up to last 3 months. So after 3 months, the first conversation is going to happen on Thursday. After 3 months, there should be a concrete results in the form of a booklet of how to measure impact as a fund. And with that, I'd like to head over to Elke for the collaboration group.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Have a wonderful new year.
Thank you.
So I had been a little bit under, not at GITA on air because of several projects in the background. So now I'm back again. And so we will start the collaboration group tomorrow at 5 o'clock. There will participate 5-6 people. So I'm not sure who will drop in occasionally. And we try to discuss how we set up the project and how we can go ahead. And so I did it, I do it with the co-lead Kai Maikwitz. And we will see how we can get through that. And so we have the idea to do the project in a similar way as I have to understand what the measure group is doing, because the aim is to explore how people and parties in the impact ecosystem collaborate through understanding, because they have different type of collaboration, and to pick up a lot of information and to put that into a booklet with graphics, something like that, for giving a hand and practical advice to the GITA community. And so we will start tomorrow. So everyone who wants to share and wants to join is welcome. So Ruby, if you want to, if you are interested, please join. It would be nice. There is another important information. I reported that I had a conversation with Moritz Schwarz from the Impact Festival in Frankfurt. So they wanted to start, they wanted to do the Impact Festival in the end of April. And so now, due to Corona, they prolonged it to September. And so he proposed that we will speak in April for getting in concrete planning for being involved in the festival in September. So we have this time to start with the work, and then I think we have good ideas what we can do at the Impact Festival.
But this is relating to the MIMS group, or is that the collaboration group?
No, because the MIMS group, that's Renee is involved with the topic of the MIMS, and I spoke with Moritz Schwarz about the collaboration project.
Ah, okay, nice.
So I had the impression that there will be two activities from GITA, one from the collaboration group and one from the MIMS group.
Okay, nice.
So that would be good.
Nice. So thank you for, if there's anything we can do to support your start with the collaboration group, let us know.
Yeah.
What we were discussing earlier between the three of us, Paolo, Ruby, and myself, was how can we make the information flow within GITA a little bit faster and easier to digest. And one thing we came up with, which we are going to prototype with a series of onboarding videos, is that we do short recorded video conversations, really short. And we're also going to use those, this format, picking up on the Meet GITA format, to have brief conversations with group leads, group members, and other GITA members around their work outside of GITA and their work inside of GITA. In very short flashlights, so to make it easy for people to catch up with what's going on inside of GITA and not having to participate or watch these extended and sometimes confusing meetings like today.
Good idea.
Yeah, you like it? Jörg,
yeah.
You too? Okay, thank you. So that gives us courage to do this, actually.
So did I get it right that it's like Meet GITA conversations, and to do more conversations than we did?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, because they follow a similar format. The interviewer doesn't have to be the same, so it doesn't like in Meet GITA it was always me interviewing, but anybody could easily do such an interview. So we defined a format, maybe for 2 or 3 sub formats for different purposes, and also come up with a way of how to structure them so people can actually follow them. Have different playlists for the different topics, like an onboarding playlist, a group lead playlist, a general what do you do playlist. I don't know. We haven't thought about that yet, but to have like a fun, short, interactive way to, or not interactive, but a way to get in touch and see what's happening. Yeah.
What's about virtual meetings with the aim to network and to get in direct contact?
Well, that is what we're trying to re-nurture with the open space, and which will happen every Tuesday at 14:30 on Wonder. Wonder is. Have you used it, Elke, Jörg?
No.
It's an interface on which you see your avatar. You can move your avatar. Once you meet another person, a video conference is created, but there can be several parallel video conferences in the same room, so you can freely move between those those conferences.
Mm-hmm. I have just a question concerning the date, because so if I look at me personally, that's the main working time. So it's not, I'm often not in the mood, I'm not in the mood to get in conversation, in open conversation. So for me, it would be very good to drop it to the evening or 6 o'clock, something like that, because I have to every Thursday I have to decide what is more important. And so sorry, but work is mostly more important at that time. And I heard from one guitarist that she had the same problem. So maybe it would be easier to access if we move it towards the evening hours.
So yeah, in my experience, there are arguments also against the evening.
Okay.
So let me go into the reason why we chose Wanda for that. Wanda doesn't require, unlike Zoom, doesn't require a host to be present. Which means that under the URL openspace.de.gita.global, which is long, but you can still memorize it, that Wanda space is always there. It's not restricted to 14:30 on a Tuesday. It's always there. And it's always dedicated to GITA and open conversations. Which means that instead of moving it only to the evening, there could be an event of having a glass of wine on a Friday evening every 2 weeks or whatever, for those who want to, right? So because in the past, that noon event, open space noon event on Tuesdays has worked pretty well. There were always some people, it was really good conversations. Until I had to drop out for a couple of weeks because I just couldn't take that time, and Paola wasn't there yet and Ruby wasn't there yet. So now we can provide that consistency so that we can guarantee that that open space happens every Tuesday. We hope to re-nurture that. But there's any freedom for anybody to just use this URL any other time as well. That's my long answer.
Thank you very much.
I just want to, as I think we might come to a closing soon, but I just want to give an update on a pretty large document that Jörg also has seen about the inner workings of how we want to structure GITA in the time to come. We have been looking for somebody on the outside with a fresh and more neutral eye, look at that document and refine it into something readable. Because currently it is a mix and match of styles and bullet points instead of proper phrasing at points. We have found this person, but it's still going to take a little moment to finalize this. But we are very much looking forward to finalizing it, because this will be the foundation on which we base our action in the future. And this will answer a whole lot of questions that have been gone unanswered so far. So I'm really, really looking forward to that, and I think it's about time to for all of us to get our hands on this.
Great.
So unless there's anything else anybody wants to share, I think we can let ourselves go for today. And we promise to do a better job with communicating the URL in the future.
Okay. Well, fine.
Yeah. Anything else?
Perfect.
Jörg? Elke?
No.
Polo?
Great.
Alice?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.
You too. Bye.
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 Alice?
Yes, I'm here.
Wonderful. I just saw your note before I left.
Yeah.
That you're offering to help with the document.
Yeah, I mean, in the past, I have done a lot of reports for various funding institutions and all that. So I can just, if that helps, I can read it and provide my feedback on the document.
Since the process is active at the moment with Shachal, who's in London at the moment.
Yeah.
It would add confusion if we added another person now. But
Okay.
it is really, really helpful to know that you are capable and willing to do this.
Yeah.
So maybe in a second iteration, I will come back to you.
Okay, that's don't feel obliged that you have to do something. I was just when I saw it, I said, yeah, we can do that. And if it's needed anytime, I'm glad to take the time, read the document, and
thank you.
Provide my comments.
Wonderful, thank you very much. That'll be very helpful. But first iteration we will do with Shachal now, and then there's still room for feedback. Will always be work in progress.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I understand that. So
cool.
No problem. Okay, great.